Welcome back everyone, I'm Kid Plays Games, this is Fallout 4, and you left us at night time back in Hangman's Alley.
Don't much care for good neighbor.
What did we get up to in the last episode? Well, we made our way back from Taffington Boathouse all the way down here, triggered our DLC campaign here, went into Bunker Hill, got 2 more quests, went into Cabot House, got another quest, and all these quests are up in the northeast of the map, along with the other quest that the Brotherhood of Steel want us to do up here. So we've got lots of interest up here to do at a later date. Then we came home, offloaded all our gear and upgraded our armour, and now we're going to do a main story quest and find Nick Valentine after I've had a sleep. This place is getting pretty full. We also doubled up all the corn, moot fruit, potato and razor grain production of this place. Gave it some more water. We're going to have to build something up here to house more beds because it's absolutely full. 7 people live here, there's only 8 beds.
Take them down.
Someone shooting. Woken up to a gunfight. Let's follow our people, see who and what they're shooting. It was a mutant hound, apparently. Is that it? Yes, okay. Well, apparently, from within our settlement, our people detected there was a mutant hound here, and they came down and killed it. Ooh, some rum. Very strange.
Yeah?
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
See, if we had enough fiberglass, we could build a robot workbench and then build our own robots, but we don't, so we can't. But what I might do is try and squeeze a 3rd bunk bed in up here. The actual placement of the beds doesn't matter. As long as it fits, I'll be happy. We keep running out of fiberglass because we're now wearing synth armor, and synth armor needs fiberglass to be upgraded. And I keep upgrading it all the time. Yes, 10 beds, okay. I can put off skyscraper development for quite some time. Right, let's go and get Mr. Valentine. As I said, once you've cleared out this coast road, it stays cleared out. Gee, there was one raider who we saw going up an alleyway. If he's around, we might shoot him in the back. He was heading off in that direction. I think he's probably run into Diamond City security. And at some point, all of these goons will disappear. And all these chem crates will disappear. And then bad guys will spawn outside here. So I'll have to be careful for that. But once again, once we've cleared these bad guys out, they'll basically never come back. Let's just run. We didn't have a look at the super mutant with the missile launcher that we killed up here. We'll just see if his corpse is still here. I'll take the bottle caps, I'm not overly bothered about looting anything else. Are you here? Oh, he is. Yep, missile launcher and nothing else. Some shotgun shells. Okay, on the hunt for Nick Valentine once again. Let's just tag this place because we're really close. There is a quest associated with this. And as you can tell, things have gone a little bit sideways because there's a lot of dead gunners out here. But we're not doing this quest, so let's just leave. We might as well just run across the road and geotag this for some XP. Thank you. And we're leaving. Goodbye. Now we're getting fairly close to where Nick Valentine is found. What we have here is just a strange collection of chemistry station, weapons workbench and power armor station. With some loot. I'm not going to loot very much here. Because the place we find Nick Valentine is absolutely chock full of loot. Okay. As it says, do not enter. This is Boston Common. There's lots of things around here. There's quite a lot of radiation in the area. And that right there is Swan. He has a skull on him because the game thinks he's really too hard for us to kill. I'm going to pop a Psychojet and I'm going to pop him in the head in slow motion and kill him. Just like that. Now, Swan is not supposed to be standing up like that. He's supposed to be hiding underwater and surprise us, but we surprised him. We're probably going to take a bunch of radiation damage, but on his body is a lot of fiberglass. So, I am going to take a Rad X. Is that under aid? Yes. Right. This weapon, oh, check this out, 5 fiberglass each. They weigh nothing. We've got 12 of them, that's like 60 fiberglass. This weapon is unique. This is the only place you can find it. Plus 15% damage for each consecutive hit on the same target. So against big targets, this thing is absolutely brutal. So we're going to take it, and we're going to take 45 rounds. This is the journal of a scientist called Edgar Swan. And he got irradiated and he took the forced evolution virus. He became a super mutant. And then he became Swan. He became that thing we just killed. Ooh, our first Gauss rifle. Gauss rifles do insane damage. Check it out. 217, completely unupgraded. DPS 1452. Even though we've taken Rad X, we're still getting extremely irradiated. But we're going to get even more irradiated up here, because there's a magazine here.
There we go.
Another Grognak, which is unarmed melee attacks, but we're taking it, and then running away. These guys came here looking for loot, and what they found was Swan, and Swan absolutely wrecked them. There's nothing in there, like literally nothing. There's some... It was a posh social club, and the members all committed suicide when the war happened, and all you find in there is some poisoned wine. Frag grenades? No thank you. I'm going to go into sneak mode, because just over here... Combat zone, this way. We were told to investigate the combat zone many moons ago in Diamond City, so here we are. There should be quite a few guards outside it. Or have they all been killed? Well, that guy didn't.
Get some, motherfucker!
Gotcha! Well, that was not as smooth as I usually am, but you know, we got there in the end. 308. Nice. The combat zone was originally going to be like an actual arena, where there was a full arena quest. That kind of got cut from the game. And now it's like a one-time shooting gallery thing. But you do unlock another companion by emptying it out, so because we're here, we might as well go and do it. So once you clear this place out, it stays cleared out literally forever. It never ever respawns at any difficulty level. Tommy's rules: no fighting outside the cage, no caps, no entry, no loitering or begging. Rule breakers will be shot, or worse. Okay. these are two rule breakers. They were only raiders. Chill out. We can... Good, we can hack advanced and expert terminals now. Okay, we're in. Let's open the door. What have we got here? Ooh, safe. And obviously the two dead people. You don't have any loot on them because why would they? Dang it. There we are.
Yes.
Just some more money. Like, that'll do. I think we should take some Radaway and get our health back to maximum. Aid, Radaway, and then have a drink. And another drink. And sneak. And get the pistol out because it's got... Oh, dang it. I didn't put the recon scope on it. Okay. Let's get out the big boom. That's the cage where the cage fighting was. There are a lot of people to kill here.
What the? She ain't supposed to be in here! Rip her to shreds!
Well, aren't you the dangerous one?
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
Oh, show yourself then. There you go. Come on, I'm standing right here.
You're a regular artist, aren't you?
Where did that come from? Where are you? There's someone still moving.
Come on out. This won't take long.
Yeah, apparently there's two more bad guys.
No sign of them now.
Okay, we've gone to hidden. Wherever they are, I can't see them. That's Tommy. And there's one of them.
Find him and kill him.
I see you. You're kind of in there, aren't you? Gotcha.
I find you're done
Always
for.
suspected they'd look better that way.
Nice. Dang it. Gotcha. More?
Oh, I'll find you soon enough.
Where are you? I can tell this used to be a theatre.
You wanted to die. Isn't that why you're here?
I'm too good at sneaking. They keep losing me, and I keep losing them. Where are you? Ammo. Dang it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. 45 ammo. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll take a stim pack, because why not? Where's this last bad guy? Can't find him. That's not bad guys, that's Tommy and the Irish girl Kate, who becomes our companion. Spoilers. We're totally just gonna run into this guy, aren't we? Like, literally run into him. Can't see anything. There's a lot of drugs in here. Okay, there's a cooking station upstairs. There's weapons and armor workbenches here. Chemistry station in the back here. That's pretty cool. Right, these guys have all the workbenches.
Nice.
3 antibiotics. That's a huge score. That's wonderful. Alright, I'm liking that. Yeah, we've been in there. Don't think we've been in here.
What?
Oh, come on, man. Where are you?
Nothing there now.
It sounds like he's right out here. Gotcha.
You think they're done out there? We don't want any trouble. Not anymore, at least.
Oh, just peek your head up, you damn coward.
To heck with that. I'm too pretty to go out like this. Look, whoever's out there, we were rooting for you the whole time.
Oh, Tommy, you're such an idiot.
Hey,
Ooh,
you all
that.
done killing each other?
Ooh. Ooh, piece of candy.
Why don't you come over here, show us you don't mean no harm.
Yeah, I'm coming. Keep your... Keep your wig on, Tommy.
So
I'm
you
coming.
wanna talk this out like civilized folk? Or are you just gonna bash on my theater some more?
I'm here.
Is it over? Well, that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Why am I asking? Of course you are.
Was still winning the fight, wasn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't gotta worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
Out of business? What do you mean?
Not the entrepreneurial sort, are ya? Keeping those idiots entertained was what kept us in caps. Now just what the hell are we supposed to do?
To hell with them. More'll come. Just need a quick breather and I'll be ready to go.
A breather? What? So you can slam more of that junk into your arm now? No, you know what? I think this was a blessing in disguise. You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Kate's work?
I wasn't really paying any attention, to be honest.
Not sure. I didn't catch the whole thing.
Yeah, I guess you were pretty busy cleaning house. Impressive work. Makes me think you're good enough to do me a favor. So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. No audience means I got no caps coming in. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability. To me, and to yourself. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? She goes with you, watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back in order. What do you say?
Me. And her.
Why would you want her to go with me?
Yeah, Tommy. Just why the hell you trying to get rid of me?
Look, truth is, all that junk, it's been making you careless. And I don't want to be the one doing color commentary when you finally hit the floor. All right? So just do me this favor. Both of you. Please.
I'd like to know what Kate thinks.
Don't I get a say in all this?
That ain't how a contract works. Besides, you really want to stay here? No audience, no caps, no one to talk to, but yours truly.
Jesus. Point taken.
Atta girl. So, she's on board. Now what about you?
Okie dokie. Companion unlocked.
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
Right, she'll just hang out here until we tell her to come with us, and then she'll join us for adventures. I'm gonna take all your money, and your desk fans too. Alright. And that is all that happens in this place, like, ever. You unlock Kate, and then that's it. Done. Nothing else to do. Another cooking station. Yeah, she'll just chill out here on her own forever and a day. Okay, we can just leave. So head back to Boston Common. Okay, this is part of the Welcome to the Railroad quest. It's a tour bot. At Journey's End, follow Freedom's lantern.
7 and A. Some sort of code.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common, the start of the Freedom Trail. Feast your ears and learn more about the historic Freedom Trail. And learn the history of Boston Common.
Tell me about the Freedom Trail.
Starting here at Boston Common, follow the red path as it winds its way through our great city's streets. Markers on the trail are placed at many famous historic sites. See Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, the Old State House, Bunker Hill, and many more.
Alright, this is how we find the railroad. We just follow the cobbles, picking up clues as we go. And down there is where you can find Nick Valentine, but that is going to need an entire episode all on its own because it's quite a long quest. So we're not going to be doing that today, but at least we know where to come.
Help or
Listen
mayday
to
or
this.
whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. I'm setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio.
Okay, and that is Trinity Plaza. As we know, we were told to come to Trinity Plaza and get a modified weapon. It'll be crap modified, but it will be a modified weapon. That is a super mutant. Let's get rid of him. And his friend. Brackets are going absolutely crazy. Looks like the Freedom Trail goes this way. What do we have here?
4 and L. Definitely a code.
Okay, we have 7 and A and 4 and L. And there's quite a long and involved dungeon involved in there. With a huge big boss at the end. So I think we might leave that for another day as well. I'm just going to continue following the Freedom Trail. Okay, looks like it goes this way. I'm going to skirt around this nuclear waste and investigate these 2 dead super mutants. Bottle cap. Hooray! Molotov cocktail. That could have been nasty. Oh, there's a safe up here. This will just be the usual random loot. Dang it!
Got it.
Yep, a little bit of money, silver locket, nothing good. Man, we're very close to another level up already. We're hungry and thirsty, so let's deal with that. Gonna love noodle cups, food and water. Apparently we're still peckish. How hungry were we, man? Really? We're still hungry? God damn. Right, looks like the Freedom Trail picks up. Okay, so it took us to the State House and now it's bringing us all the way back down here. Well, that's fine. And coming this way. Now, here are some zombies. Oh, where are you going? You coming this way? Yes. Hey, there's the level up. Oh. I knew there was another one in there. Stop hiding. There we go. Right, zombies to loot. I'll take that. Not bothered about any of that. I'm going to start being a little bit discerning about what loot I pick up. And here's a dead gunner who has a duffel bag with plasma grenades. I'm still wearing my sequin dress, aren't I? Yes, I am. That was a silly mistake. Okay, so the Freedom Trail is right here. Oh, look, here's another clue.
2 and A.
Okay, 2 and A. Some food. Some explosions in the distance. Okay, here's the Freedom Trail. This Freedom Trail can be really hard to spot because it breaks off under these piles of garbage all the time, and it can be pretty difficult to find again.
No, you don't understand, brother. I am different.
Okay, that's super mutants. Let's maybe not play with them.
Soon I will lead. You will follow.
What's that?
Nothing? Nothing? Aha, Freedom Trail. What we have here is a massive NPC settlement called Good Neighbor. And Good Neighbor is quite a cool place. We don't have to go in.
Now a 6 and an O.
Well, these guys have been killing raiders. the Freedom Trail goes off in this direction. Oh, legendary dog. Right, what's this dog got for me? Interesting. 100% damage if the target is at full health. It's not quite as good as a two-shot, is it? So we'll just put it back. I'm debating whether or not to go into Good Neighbor at the moment. There's some chat. Apparently we've discovered something else. Yep.
Yes.
Gunners outside this building. Well, there was. Central Boston is absolutely jam-packed with locations. The Mass Fusion building features very prominently in the main story, so we will be coming back here at some point. I'm not going to go and clear it out just now because there's no point. What we saw here was an assault rifle. We haven't seen one of these yet. They're really, really heavy. Weight 13.1, Overseer's Guardian 17.8, but this is completely non-upgraded. You can make them automatic, semi-automatic. They're pretty good weapons, but not as good as anything we have already. So that's going in there. Just up here, behind these barriers, is a random encounter spawner. So this area can get very busy indeed. This time, there's nothing. So I think we'll actually pop into Good Neighbor and start another 17 quests. Or, well, 2 postman hats, I'm having both of them. Or will I? Yes, we're going to pop into Good Neighbor. We're going to put our sequin dress on first. Because we need to talk to people. Okay, so Good Neighbor security have killed a settler and a raider right on their doorstep.
Hi.
Nice, Pip-Boy. Who'd you kill to get that, huh?
You sticking around, you'll need to join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays.
Okay, that's one quest in Good Neighbor, and we're not even in the town yet. Let's do a level up. Another 5% damage, or do we keep pushing for science? Or do we do Idiot Savant? Just 3 times XP for all kills for a short period of time. Well, I suppose we should do it now, before we start increasing our intelligence anymore. Okay, Good Neighbor, here we go.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Whoa, time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
Yes.
It's not every day I get mugged and witness a murder right in front of me.
You obviously haven't been living it up enough, but we won't judge you for that. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good Neighbor. That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Alright, Good Neighbor is like a mafia neighborhood. Let's not steal anything. Oh, look, Finn. Thank you for the bottle caps, my friend. I'm going to take your food as well.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
We have a doctor.
Not
no,
interested.
Let me know if that changes.
Why do I have a red pill? What? Am I addicted to something again? Status, show effects. No, suppressed immunity. Okay, I'm fine. 2 shops here. There's Daisy's Discounts, run by the beautiful Daisy.
Oh, a new face walks into my store. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
And talking of quests, let's get some work.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
I remembered to put my dress on, so you're going to give me more money.
I don't think that's enough money to cover clearing out a whole building.
You got a good point. We'll make it 250 caps.
Hey, it's not just the cost of ammunition. Danger means doctor's fees.
Yeah, all right. How about 300 caps when it's done? Deal?
Sorry, not enough. Guess that library's gonna be Super Mutant Central from now on.
Wait, don't go.
There we go.
Make it 400 caps.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
400 caps is a big payout, so that's going to be a difficult mission.
Daisy.
Got some good deals. You won't believe what's in the is it food or not section.
Let's see what you have.
All the supplies money or violence can buy.
I'm hoping one of these traders in this place is the one that sells the speedy left leg. Oh man, she's got all kinds of Addictol. I'm having that. That cures all addictions. Aha! Destroyer's Greaves speedy left leg. I knew someone stole it. I knew it. Minus 15% damage taken from humans. That's really rather nice. But it's also really rather expensive. So maybe we don't buy that. Get rid of all this stuff and that and all these and all these. We've got tons of money. What's that? Just under 800 and 20 more. That'll do. What else has Daisy got? I mean, she's got like a little bit of everything. Like literally, she's got so much stuff. That I think will do us. Let's put on our new left leg. We're gonna have to find somewhere to upgrade that. We're now 20% faster than normal. Way, that's much nicer. It just means we can run away. It's a weapons workbench. Has anyone got an armor workbench? You got an armor workbench? Up here? No? No, okay. Dang it. Ah, there's one right here. So what would we need? No, not that. Destroyer's Greaves. To make that heavy armor. 1 ballistic fiber, 6 leather, 4 cloth. Ballistic fiber, cloth, and leather. Right,
hey Daisy.
Sell me some stuff.
Ooh, your bag. Can't get enough looks at this lovely figure of mine. No? Guess you'll just have to shop then.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Cash or trade? Let's get started.
Okay, straight into this. Oh, that's leather. That's leather. What else did we need? I think we needed some more cloth, so we'll take that. We needed some fiberglass, I think. Oh, I can't even remember what we needed now. We'll take a telephone. Ballistic fiber, cloth, and more leather. Of course, it's not going to let us break down our stuff into its constituent parts. We'll do that at home.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
That's an Assaultron, who's apparently a shopkeeper.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot.
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to
Yes.
provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
Awesome.
I've
No
got
quest
a few
from her.
minutes to browse.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
But she does have some really cool weapons. Like, all the good weapons. She has a unique... She's got quite a few uniques. Let's have a look. Unique missile launcher, 50% damage against humans. That's quite a good chest piece. 10% melee damage reflect. And Devastator's Greave, which is a right leg. Temporarily slows time during combat when you are at 20% or less health. Pretty cool, but I don't think so. But we will, however, I'm going to buy a shipment of 25 ballistic fiber, because it's very rare and very worth it. And because it's a shipment, it's not actually going to weigh anything until we redeem it. Okay.
Running from something? Welcome home.
There's a lot of places to visit in Good Neighbor. It's a really cool place. One place we're going to visit is the Memory Den. This again is connected to the main quest and a few other quests as well. These are memory pods where you relive VR experiences of your own favourite memories. That's Irma. She runs the joint.
Stepped into the wrong place, sweetheart. You don't look like you need the memory den. Do you even know what we do here?
Yes, I've just explained it to the people.
Something about memories?
Oh, well, I'm glad to meet someone who pays attention to the name. That's right. We let you relive the past. Now, I hate to turn such a clever girl away, but we aren't accepting new clients right now.
I get it. I'll go.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you, sweetheart. Maybe some other time.
If you take her up on the offer, then you go into the memory and you relive the opening scene of the game where you're stuck in the vault and you watch your partner get killed and your son stolen. You can't skip it. It takes far too long. So I'm just not going to do it. This guy gives us the Silver Shroud quest, which is one of my favourites in the whole game.
Good Neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man to Man combined.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the whole world. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
This is us essentially becoming Batman, and it's absolutely brilliant.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, They were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Oh yeah, I love this quest. There's nothing else. Well, there is other stuff here, but we'll talk about that later. That's all part of the main quest.
Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy. Glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. Let's stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor!
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Of the people! For the people!
That was inspirational.
Don't have no handouts.
Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, Rufus.
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
It's changed a lot since the last time I was here.
Been here before? Well, Good Neighbor's definitely come up in the past few years. Mostly since Hancock took over.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
I'm usually fixing stuff over at the Hotel Rexford, or drinking that swill down at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
A job, you say?
I could use work, depending on what it is.
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. But with all the bombs and all, done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come.
I assume this is a paying job.
Of course. How about 200 caps and some of the beer? Think you can get...
This isn't exactly the safest neighborhood. What about hazard pay?
Fair point. 300 caps, plus beer. Are you gonna take the job?
Have you seen how many super mutants are out there?
You drive a hard bargain. 400 caps, plus beer. But that's all I can do. Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
Yep.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
That's another quest. And there is another 2 quests to get here. One of which we can get in the hotel.
Ever been to Kill or Be Killed?
Fred, are you going to hang out in the lobby all day again? Or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake.
We need to talk
I
to
just
Fred,
clean up around
but
here.
first...
Yes.
We have another magazine. Permanently gain +5 XP when adventuring with a companion.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Yes, there's 2 doctors in town.
Not today.
So
Very well.
no, thank you. This is who we need to speak to, Mr. Fred.
Excuse me.
Oh man, someone new. You need some jet, man? Home-brewed, reasonable prices?
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the Gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
Well, we've been there. There was a lot of dead people outside.
Your offer's a little low, Fred.
All right, let's make it 250.
Come on.
Not good enough. You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
I did say that, didn't I? How about 300?
How about you give me more?
Good neighbors full of chem addicts. You have plenty of money to fund this job.
Okay. You got me. 400 caps, that's all I can put out.
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Alright, that's another quest.
This place ain't what it used to be. And it ain't used to be much.
And if we go up here, we'll meet someone from the start of the game that we never met because we skipped that part.
No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
Yeah, he sold us a space in the vault, which is why we got frozen.
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault. But then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect. How's that possible?
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable. Well, I had to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
You're a ghoul? What's a ghoul?
Radiation surplus smart. That's what a ghoul is. You think I'd be able to live this long on my own? The rats did this to me!
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen.
You know, you're the only other person I met from before. Oh God. I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement. Once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec sales experience.
Hey, you know you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will?
Call me Charmer.
Okay. I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
Okay, he is going to go all the way back to Sanctuary, and when you talk to him there, you can give him a job. He is not just any old regular settler. If you put him in a rank 3 store, it then becomes a rank 4 store. There are a few people like this scattered throughout the Commonwealth, and they give you rank 4 merchants, and they're extremely valuable. Okay, that was the second thing we had to do here. We have one more place to go, and that is the third rail. That's the way into the State House where Hancock lives.
Can't believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
You're going to come visit,
What am I gonna
right?
tell
his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
So this was obviously a Generation 3 synth. And they thought it was their friend Sammy, but as we saw on the corpse, there was a synth component, so this was a synth.
What happened here?
Ah, poor Sammy got snatched up by the Institute. Then those bastards send this low-rent double in his place. It's pathetic. They didn't make it 2 days before everyone realized something was wrong with him. Then we made the call, and here we are. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out where this body needs to get dumped. Why don't you get going?
Yeah, good neighbour have got this place under control, I think. Last place we have to go is the third rail.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Now, here's a little secret. If you go this way into the restroom and you look in here, there's a magazine.
Bingo.
Companions permanently gain +5 damage resistance and energy resistance. Nice. That's not really why we're here. We're here to get a quest. Right, let's not steal the quantum. That would be bad. It's like an old railway station that's now a jazz club.
What, another one of you mercs looking for, MacReady? He's in the back room.
In fact, that's another good reason for coming here.
I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, MacReady.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, MacReady. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
God, I love this song.
Right, and this guy is another person we can hire as a companion. Again, he has his own personal quest, and if we get him to maximum affinity with us, he will give us a permanent perk.
Look, lady, if you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
From what I just heard, sounds like you're out of business.
Are you kidding me? I'm not about to let a couple of Gunner rejects stand between me and a solid payday.
Extra baggage like that can get you killed.
Look, I need the money, and I'm not about to let Winlock and Barnes scare a client away. You have nothing to worry about. Those two are weaker than a housefly, and about half as smart. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
Drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here.
Now, we're suddenly carrying too much.
Hey. Need something?
Because he actually automatically becomes your companion.
Hey there.
What do you want?
I think we need some time away from each other.
I think you're making a huge mistake, but hey, it's your funeral. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
We can send them to any one of our settlements, but if we just... I have a mod, if we just back out of this menu, he'll automatically go back to where we first find him, which is right here. Here we are, MacReady is going to Good Neighbor, so he's just going to stay here until we come and get him. And now we are no longer unencumbered because we have the bonus from Lone Wanderer. But that was not the reason we came down here.
You're blocking my light, doll.
And it wasn't to listen to the dulcet tones of Magnolia singing.
Huh?
It was to get a quest.
We got beer.
From this geezer.
You ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Don't bother tipping.
I'm already overcharging you.
Let's just sell him some stuff. He does give you a quest, but not until you've interacted with him. So we'll do that.
Now that you're liquored up, got a proposition for you. I need a dirty girl to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood on the pavement, bodies in the ground, that kind of thing. Interested?
I might be.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. And don't worry, I'll know when it is.
I don't do work, unless I know who's paying the bills.
All right, Gov. Not like it's a big secret who I represent. Mayor Hancock is fronting the caps. Internal political struggle. You know how it is. Look, it's nothing you need to be concerned about. Just clear out the warehouses and get paid. Simple.
Give you some money then.
3 locations. That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Well, I guess we could sweeten the pot a bit. 250.
Yes.
And what you saw there in the top left was MacReady likes this. Because he is available to be one of our companions, and we did something that he likes. Companions have their own likes and dislikes. When you do something they like, you get a plus to their affinity. When you do something they dislike, you get a minus. And when they're officially hired... Charlie, I'm speaking to the people.
Too low. Barely covers the risks.
All right, Gov. 300.
More money, Charlie.
Giving me a right kick in the elbows. We'll make it 400, but that's as high as I'm going.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now go out there and bust some heads.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted...
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford.
When your companion is officially your companion, you will passively and constantly get little upticks of positive affinity with them, even just standing still and not doing anything. So if you do that, like you hire someone as your companion and then just go and spend ages building a settlement, by the time you come out, they'll be like 1/3 of the way to maximum affinity. Or you can just go AFK and let the game run and you'll get over time a maximum affinity. Well, not maximum. The ones that have quests associated with them cap out at a certain level until you've done the quest, and then you get maximum.
Down the stairs.
But that is all from Good Neighbor. We have been given... No, it's not all... It's not quite all from Good Neighbor. There's someone else we need to speak to down this alleyway.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
Depends on the work.
You'll never find a more fair and honest job. If you don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in. I'll give you 50 caps to start. Interested?
I'm gonna need more to go on here.
There's a project I'm working on. A big
There
one.
we go.
One that could get me into lots of trouble if the wrong person finds out. So little discretion is called for. I got a delicate house of cards going here, you know.
You can do better than that.
Fine. Take 100 up front.
This is just a bad deal.
You're killing me here. 150 to start.
Meow. Still not good enough.
200. And that's as high as I go. Jeez, I gotta watch out for this one.
I'm in.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown.
That's another quest started. We're not going to do the quest, but we have started it. What we're going to do is go and rent a room in the Hotel Rexford, have a sleep, and then, I promise, we will go and get Nick Valentine. We've kind of been following the Freedom Trail around from Swan's Pond and Boston Common. It's kind of led us right past Good Neighbor, so we ducked in. So I'll go and get a sleep, have a bite to eat and a drink, and then we'll go and get Nick Valentine, because that is going to be an entire episode all on its own.
I can patch you up if...
Hey.
Before you even start, let's get to the point. We have rooms, one room specifically. Payment due up front.
I'll take it.
The room is on the top floor. When you come to the hallway, it's the last one on the right.
Thanks, Claire. Oh, she's
Just
very
trying to
abrupt,
clean
isn't
up.
she? Top floor, down the corridor, last room on the right. This one? Yes, the bed is green, so we can sleep in it. Nothing to loot. And we've woken up ill, because of course. Right, let's go and get the doctor downstairs to fix us. I bet this is a scam that this place operates. Sleep in our filthy beds, get parasites, and get fixed up by the doctor downstairs. Where is the doctor?
I just clean up around here.
Hey.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Go over your symptoms with me.
Got roughed up.
Huh, you look fine, but, oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started.
Goodbye, parasites.
All done. Any other complaints?
No. We're done.
Take better care of yourself in the future. Okay?
Right, this is a great place to end the episode. We've been given an absolute ton of quests in Good Neighbor. Let's count them. Big Dig, Trouble Brewing, Silver Shroud, Public Knowledge, and a miscellaneous one to clear out all the Good Neighbor warehouses and to get a hallucinogen canister to Fred. Ay, ay, ay. This list of started and unfinished quests keeps growing longer. But as I said, we're going to go back, retrace our steps along the Freedom Trail and actually get Nick Valentine and move forward with the main story. I hope to see you again for that, and I hope you look after yourself until then. I'll see you later.